Hello everyone, this video is about the common problem of a leaking roof on an older Classic Hymer, my old 93 B544. And my dash has disintegrated from damp. You can see the engine bay poking through. Another good symptom is that the headliner above the windscreen is sagging because the adhesive's given out, and you can see my curtain rail looks very unhealthy, shouldn't be that colour or that wet. More headlining sagginess. Pulling up some trim you can check, but it's pretty evident even without using a bit of tissue paper that this curtain rail is very wet and very rotten, so there's water getting in up top somewhere. It will leak down the side of the cab and then sit on the flat dash and rot it out nicely, which you may not see because it's covered. So onto the roof repair. First thing is you pull out the Adhesive strip, which is the plastic strip on top of the aluminium roof rail. And you'll see this reveals some rusty screws. These are the classic culprit. They're not stainless, so over 30 years they've rusted away, disintegrated and left minute holes for water to run down through into. And they also won't be holding the roof to the sidewall of the van any longer, and you'll see why that matters in a minute. So you're going to need to take all of these screws out and replace all of them. So it's a bit of a job. To get them out is also tricky because they're rusted. So you can try and use something to release them like this. You might need an angle grinder and gently cut a groove in them. You'll probably need to drill some out. It's just one of those jobs you have to make it happen using the tools you've got, but it is fiddly, probably one of the worst parts of the job. Once you've got them all out, you can take the rail off and the rubber that sits underneath, and here you can clearly see there's a big gap between my roof and my sidewall. Someone's had a go at repairing this before badly, so we're going to do it properly using Sika 522 flexible adhesive and W4 Mastic sealant strip. We didn't need the solal fixal in the end, so just the two. And you'll see that the Sika is for filling gaps and the Mastic sealant strip is for the black rubber strip that goes underneath the aluminium roof rail. So first of all, using the Sika 522, clean out all the old stuff and fill in that horrendous gap. Don't be shy, use plenty of sealant. Anywhere you think there could be a potential hole or a leak, use this. And then afterwards we use the W4 strip and we sit the black rubber seal on top of it. You need to clean the seal off first, which is probably the other worst job, but once you've done that, use something like brake cleaner, get it nice and clean, get the old sealant off. You can use this strip, and the idea is it's folding over the join between the roof and the upright wall, as you can see there, and you just lay it down and then use the black rubber strip. Again, you'll need to trim it because you're making it into a curve, but once you've done that, put the aluminium rail back on and use some brand new stainless steel screws. Drill new holes if you need to, or if you're in any doubt. And what I've also done here is just put a dab of the Sika 522 on the screw thread, so that as you screw the screws in gently, you're sealing the hole as well, just to be doubly sure. And there you can see it going in. Just take your time, you don't need to overdo it. You just really need the rail to pinch down onto the black rubber seal underneath it, which in turn pinches down onto the W4 mastic bed underneath. If some mastic sticks out, as you can see here, I left it there because it's a seal and it doesn't matter because you can't see it. And then final step is you're going to put new Adhesive strip, which is the kind of rubbery plastic flexible strip which adds another layer of protection. So you're going to have Adhesive strip, new screws through the rail, onto the rubber, onto the new W4 sealant, and you've got a nice new roof. And hopefully no leaks. And there's a roller strip. So now your roof's sealed, you can fit a new dash. Here's our old dash, completely had it, all the soundproofing's fallen off. That corner we saw earlier, rotted away, absolutely no use. So trip to B&Q, 2.4 by 1.2 sheet of 18mm board. That's up from 12mm, that was there already. And using this sheet you can cut a new dash and a new curtain rail mount. Use the old one as a template obviously, and you might need to trim it. Here's the curtain rail, using the old one as a template on the offcut. Use it for mounting holes so you get those in the right place, because you're going to remount that plastic strip. And here you can see cut down with the jigsaw. Then varnish it all up, and then next step is new soundproofing. So here's the new soundproofing. I've gone for, I think, 50mm, probably a bit too thick. I mean, it makes getting the spare wheel in a bit of a squeeze. But you can lay the dash on in the vehicle and then poke your head through the bonnet and use a pen to outline where you need the lip, because this sits on the lip, so you need to cut the soundproofing away so it sits properly on that engine bay lip. You also need to cut away for the air ducts, and you need to cut away where the windscreen motor in the middle sits, which you can see there. This is self-adhesive, but I did use screws and washers to hold it up as well. And here's the end result. Lovely new dash, just sitting there with some weights on it. I use a handle to move it around. You'll need the side door of the cab open because you're going to be in and out multiple times trimming down. And what you also want to do is ensure you put bolt holes for that mounting lip. And I've also used a router to take it down from 18mm to 15 or 12, so it sits underneath the windscreen and you can put the plastic ducting back in. Before you fit it properly, use your soundproofing on the firewall. There's extra firewall to the left and right of the main dash because the Hymer's wider than a van, so use your thick stuff there, and then use some thinner self-adhesive soundproofing all along that firewall. You're just trying to cut out as much sound as you can. It won't be seamless, but it will be better. And it's fiddly, it's all curves. You're going to need to trim it, do it in various sections as I've done. The wheel well's tricky, but it's worth doing, and more there. And it does make a difference. It is quieter. I don't have to shout when I'm in the cab anymore. There's a little offcut to show you what it looks like, and here's a little piece of the self-adhesive. So once you've done that, fix your dash down, and then you can get on to reupholstering that. And at the same time I did the sides, the floor carpet, and the bottom of the seats. I'd also done new LVT flooring in the main habitation area using contact adhesive, so that makes it look really nice, and you can pull it up if needed. And here we are, new seat base carpets, new cab carpet, new driver's cabinet carpets, but most importantly we've got the new dash carpet, which is looking really smart. So there we go, roof repaired, no more water, new dash, new carpets, new flooring. Going to have a really nice and clean dry motorhome to keep you going. Hope that was helpful. Like and subscribe if it was.